Hello, moms and dads. Mr. Garcia here. How you doing? I want to talk about progress reports will be coming out a week from today. They will be based on your child's scores as of today at 5 o'clock. I'll be all caught up. Number one, let's talk about grammar and vocab. If your child has a not passing grade, and there's plenty that are not passing that, it is because they are missing work. They should be doing their FRAIR models, which consists of the 12 to 20 vocabulary words every week, writing a definition, a synonym, an antonym, and using the word in a sentence. They get 15 minutes in class to do that every day after our first recess. And at the end of the day, the final 40 minutes of the day is their work time to either finish their math homework or work on their vocabulary work or anything else they might be missing, like history. So if your child is missing the vocabulary work, it's no wonder that they're going to struggle on the vocabulary quizzes every Friday because they don't know what the words mean because they haven't been putting the work in. So what can you do to support them? Please ask them on Wednesdays. How's your vocab work doing? Ask them on a Tuesday. How's your vocabulary work doing? Ask them Thursday. Is there any vocabulary work that you need to finish before tomorrow? Because we take a quiz every Friday, right after our first recess, so 10:35 in the morning. Your child does a 10-question vocab quiz. Secondly, comprehension. We are reading this book right now, Boy of the Painted Cave. I'm reading it to the class. We have about 8 kids who read at the sixth grade level, another 4 or 5 kids that read at the fifth grade level, and everyone else in the class is at least 2 grade levels behind, with 3 kids reading at the first grade or kindergarten level in our class. So everyone has a chance to understand what the text is because I'm reading it with them every single day. But we're talking about things like the plot, what's happening in the beginning, what's happening in the rising action, the climax, the falling action, and the resolution. We're talking about characters. The quiz questions might say on page 63, it says that character A said this to character B. What does that reveal about that character? Your child needs to answer the question in 4 parts. Restate the question, answer the question, cite the text, and then explain how their answer connects to the citation. Some of your children are simply answering the question. He is nice. Yeah, that's like a second grade answer. That's not going to fly in sixth grade. I am trying to have your child answer complete questions because in order to get the points on the state test and on the end of trimester tests, your child needs to fully answer a question. And there's no reason for a child in sixth grade who reads at the fourth, fifth, or sixth grade level to not be able to write 2 or 3 sentences about the questions that I'm asking. So if your child is struggling on their comprehension quizzes, if you see low scores, it's because your child is shortcutting themselves. If they're struggling in history, it's because they're simply not turning the work in. Right now, I have pulled back about 2 to 3 assignments per week from what I was assigning last year so that your children have time to do their homework in class. But even now, there's still plenty of kids who just aren't getting going on getting their history work done. Again, in their history work, I'm asking them to write full and complete sentences, citing the text, answering the question, explaining how their citation supports their answer. Math grades are all usually pretty good. If you're looking at your child's math grade, the thing to take a look at is their quizzes on Friday and their unit test. Their daily work, if they're in class and they're doing the work, they're going to go ahead and get the 5 points every day. But you should be checking out those every Friday quizzes that they're getting from me and then those unit tests that happen every about 3 or 4 weeks. So we've only had one unit test. But overall, I think most of the class has a C or higher in math. Other than that, please make sure your child is reading 30 minutes a night because that's going to give them 2 hours of extra reading a week. If that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you should be signing a reading log, moms and dads, every single Thursday night. If you are doing that, making sure they're reading 30 minutes at home, then they will be getting about an extra, well, a total of about 5.5 hours of reading every week. Mr. Garcia, my kid isn't reading at the sixth grade level. What are you guys doing to help? We are giving your child 2 hours a week of instruction at their exact reading level after lunch every day. We send the kids to all different kind of classrooms between the sixth grade classes, a reading coach. I've got a group of kids who read from the kindergarten to second grade level, and the lights just went off because I haven't moved. Anywho, we've got a fourth grade reading group. We've got a third grade reading group. We've got a fifth grade reading group. And then the sixth grade kids reading at the sixth grade level, they have to do independent reading in their own small groups at that time. So please, please, please make sure your child is reading. With that said, if you would like your child to do any makeup work because they're missing vocab work, they're missing history work, those are the only things I'm taking late. I'm not taking quizzes late. Those things can be turned into me by Thursday, October 9th, so long as you, the grown up, text me or email me. Because your child and I have had 6 weeks to try to make it work with them and me. And for some of them, it's not working. So if you will get involved and you will say, child, I'm going to reach out to Mr. Garcia and I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to make sure that you get this done, then I will gladly let them. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support. I know it's a longer message. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.